I'm Stephanie with Chubby Girl in the World. Welcome back to the channel. If you're new, welcome. Today is It Worth a Wardrobe Wednesday, where we're going to take a look at a few pieces and we're going to see if they're worth your wardrobe. We're going to do things a little bit differently. We're going to have a rating system based on transitionability. Can it transition from day to night or from season to season? Is it something that is practical for your everyday wardrobe? Are you going to get a lot of use out of it? And 3, is it something that's fun and is it something that's fun to wear? So those are the 3 stars. So if you want to see which of these 5 outfits I give 3 stars, stay tuned. Hey guys, I'm going to scooch over, make sure I'm still in the frame. So today we have 5 different pieces from a new online store called Asoph. So I'll have the description, I'll link it below. I will link it in the description box below. I promise I will learn to talk one day. There are some really beautiful, intriguing pieces that I found from this store. I don't know anything about them, but I was just Googling plus size clothes because I'm a crazy person and I do that all the time, just Google plus size clothing. And so I'm constantly stumbling across new online outlets, constantly stumbling across new clothes, and there's some of them that I just don't purchase from and I don't really endorse other people purchasing from. And if you want to know what those are, leave in the comments down below if you want to see a video about outlets I don't purchase from and why, and just, you know, for ethical reasons or just for cybersecurity reasons. So let me know if you guys would be interested in a video like that. But that's just a disclaimer. I don't know anything about this brand, so if you have had experiences with this brand and you know, please leave it in the comments down below. And because I always read your comments, I want to know. You know, this is really a conversation. I feel like this is us making sure that we are getting the most bang for our buck and that we are holding brands accountable. So, but as far as the aesthetics go, this brand, Asoph, really caught my eye. So this is a beautiful kind of medallion print dress, asymmetrical dress that does come up to a 3X, and I love the combination of blue, gold, and white. I am such a sucker for blue, gold, and white. I love that this has neck detailing that is kind of a cutout and open because it gives you décolletage, but also like the sort of halter top, sort of that look, giving you a sort of delicate look up top and having a very kind of bold statement. So as far as transitionability goes, I don't think that this dress would transition very well from date night to the office, so I would have to dock it a star there. I also don't think that this is going to be practical for everyday wear, so I will dock it another star, but I do think that it's fun. I think that this is something that's more really resort wear. This is something you wear on vacation. This is something that's very specific. And I think this dress was somewhere in the range of like 48, like anywhere from $38 to $48. And it was right away I thought, I love the look of that dress, but where would I wear it? And so unless you're a lady who lunches, which if you are, hey, more power to you, but most of us aren't. Most of us have to go to an office job. Most of us have to, you know, or maybe not even an office job. Maybe we work retail and we can't wear that. So, you know, this next piece is very similar. Now, don't get me wrong. I love a good party dress, and that's what this is. This is a really good party dress for someone who is going out all the time, someone who's just kind of rocking the club wear, and this is like your go-to dress. This is beautiful. I love the gold detailing. I love it's almost like, it almost reminds me of like a drum major. They're like little buttons, and I really I like that there's a mesh panel in front, so you're not like, you're not completely exposed. But I do have to take, again, points away for transitionability. Well, you could wear a turtleneck underneath the skirt and some leggings, and you would be able to transition it into winter, and it would be a totally different dress at that point, and you might be able, I might change my mind about that, because if you wore a like a very thin sweater underneath this dress, you could transform it in, and some leggings, you could transform it into an office appropriate dress, and it could transition into at least fall if you don't live in, you know, a very cold climate. Some leggings and a sweater might be able to transition this. So I will give it, I guess this is our first 3-star outfit, because I think it's really fun too. Let me know if you agree with me in the comments down below. This is also from Asoph. So all of these pieces are from Asoph. And they are all dresses, because nope, that's not true. Some of them are sleeves. I'm lying already. Why am I doing that? I initially look at dresses because I'm just really into dresses right now. But I did look at a couple of tops too. But this, okay, so you guys know that I love a good floral. I love floral prints. I absolutely love them. I think they're beautiful. I think that they have this beautiful feminine mystique. I think that they're absolutely awesome in terms of transitionability. I think they can transition from the office to date night very well. I think this particular dress would do that, especially during the spring. I don't think that you could get a ton of use out of it in different seasons. So I think it can transition from day to night. I don't think it can transition into seasons, because it looks like the material would just be a little too thin to do that. I do think it's practical in your everyday life, so that's 2 stars. Now, when I say it's fun to wear, I think it's beautiful, but it's not something that I would consider avant-garde. It's a very safe dress, so I'm gonna give it 2 out of 3 stars. Now, you might recognize this top. This top is something that was very similar that we saw, I think, in a Forever 21. Is It Worth the Wardrobe? I think we saw a very similar shirt last week. I think the detailing on the sleeves is just a little bit different, but I love this very sort of Japanese inspired, origami inspired folding and the editorial ruffles. I think that this is just amazing. And Forever 21 didn't have it in this beautiful olive green color. This was somewhere around, I believe this was $47 at Asoph. I could be wrong. I will, like I said, I'll link Asoph in the description down below. But it is beautiful, and it's got a peplum waist, and it's got the crossover. So I think that you definitely could transition this from your office to night. I don't think that you could easily transition this from one season to another. So I don't think this would transition very well from, say, fall to winter. I just think it would look odd to have like sweater sleeves underneath this. It just wouldn't go with the aesthetic. So I would have to take points away for that. So I'll get half a point for transitionability. Number 2, I think it is very practical. I think this is a very editorial but wearable look, where you wouldn't ever look out of place in an office setting wearing this, unless of course you work at, you know, a fast food joint and you have to wear a uniform. Obviously, you know, you need to wear your uniform, but if you work in an office, if you work in just corporate America, this is a very normal look. And 3, I think is very fun. So I'm going to give it 2.5 stars. I love that. This, I think, is one of the most fun pieces I've ever seen. And let me tell you why. I look at this top, and what I think is, I'm going to use that in a Robin Hood costume. Like, that's or a Merida costume. Like, if you want to dress up as Merida from one of the Disney princesses, I would use this top to do that, and really I really enjoy that. I think that you could definitely transition this from fall to winter, and you could definitely transition this from day to night. Here they've paired it with a leather skirt. If you were to pair it with, say, something more traditional, like an A-line, skirt that was not leather, was a more kind of not this. This is faux leather, I think. So if you were to transition it with, say, a gray regular, a non-leather material. So leather tends to kind of communicate that you're trying to be a little bit more edgy, and I don't really like pairing one faux leather piece with another faux leather piece. I just don't think it makes a ton of sense, in my opinion. That's not how I would have styled it. If you do faux leather or leather, you want to use something a little bit softer to kind of soften the look, so that it's not all edge. So I would give it a star for transitionability. For your everyday wardrobe, I have to take away a point because I don't think this is something you could wear every day. If you worked for a radio station or a music studio, or you even worked for a beauty brand, like, this might be an acceptable thing to do. But if you're an investment banker, this isn't a look I would suggest unless you're trying to, make a statement. This is a statement top. But I will give it points for fun. So I will give this 2 out of 3 stars. And it looks like we only had one 3-star outfit. So guys, let me know what you think about Asoph, if you've ever ordered from them, if you've had good experiences, if you've had bad experiences, and let me know how you think the new rating system is going. Do you like it? Do you not like it? If you don't like it, I won't do it anymore. If you love it, we'll keep doing it. If you have suggestions, I want to hear them. And let me know in the comments down below what you're loving in your wardrobe right now. Thanks so much, lovelies. Bye.